Good morning, everyone, on this beautiful, is it beautiful? I mean, I'm going to say it's beautiful Friday in September. It rained. It rained. It rained, it rained, it rained, and we're all so grateful. We're so grateful here in BC that it rained. And I am asking for more. My dear friend, my dear fabulous friend Giovanni, gave me a rain dance to do. Instructions and everything. I'm not saying that I did that rain dance and it rained, but it was one of those things that was about, come on, you guys, not you guys, whatever, the world, it needs to rain. It needs to rain. The fire is burning in northern BC. The haze we're all looking at, the breathing issues some of us are having, these weird flies going on Bowen Island just as the haze hit. And there's just so much going on in the world. What are you? Relax, relax. My puppy's like, move over, Burry, move. I don't want to sit here. So first off, I'm just darn blessed that it rained. Don't knock my coffee. Walk with the puppy. So grateful that it rained. It's Friday, Feast Friday. I haven't done a video in a little while. This was summer, and best laid plans in the summer. Started out well, and then summer has its own rhythm, and that's what it is. So this conversation I want to have with you today is about what's dogging your trail that holds you back. And it's a subtle holding back. Not the big holding back, like I procrastinate or, I don't live up to my potential, or I don't believe in myself, or, I don't finish what I start, or whatever it is. It's the subtle bits. And my dear friend and mentor over, a long time now, Isabel Mercier-Turcotte from Leap Zone Strategies, has a wonderful TED Talk where she talks about what do you tolerate. And I'm going to borrow a little bit from that, because the stories that hold us back that are subtle are actually things that we tolerate, but we don't actually know that we're tolerating them because they're so habitual. And they often are things that started out with good intentions, but they hold us back. So here's mine. And I realized it this morning that my mega fear, and not debilitating fear, but the thing I will avoid at all costs is disappointment. I do not want to feel disappointed. And I hate disappointing other people. Oh my gosh. So that's a pretty obvious thing, right? That's pretty big, pretty obvious. Pretty big thing that would hold me back. But how does that show up in subtle forms? The subtlety of that for me is I have tended to overpromise, underdeliver. It looks good. Overpromising doesn't feel like overpromising at the time. It feels like excitement. It feels like, yes, I want to do that. It feels like that shiny thing that you've just put in front of me that really lights me up. Yes, I want to do that. And yes, I want to do that for you. And then as I commit to that thing that I'm doing for you, which is actually for both of us, because it feeds me too, or I wouldn't say yes to it, is then I put a deadline on it that's usually a week sooner than I can deliver. I don't know that it's a week sooner than I can deliver because I'm living in the haze of I don't want to disappoint anybody. So because I live in the haze of I don't want to disappoint anybody, I'm that person who doesn't really check her calendar that much. I'm that person who doesn't really check in with time all that much. I'm that person who's always just 5 minutes late, not 3 hours late, not 1 hour late, just that little bit chronic late. Chronic. Right? So I'm kind of off the hook. It's not malicious. It's not I'm always just going to be late, like all those self-help books say that, that we get something out of it. Not that we don't get something out of it. But for heaven's sake, some of this stuff that we're tolerating is like, it's a little bit unconscious because it's connected to something that feels good. And we tell ourselves we're doing it for somebody else. And we are doing it for somebody else. I'm speaking for me now. So I want you to check in on what might you be doing that's dogging your trail, that's connected to tolerating, but has an underbelly of helping someone else. And how is it holding you back? Let me tell you how it holds me back. Every time I underdeliver, it feeds the story of not being good enough. Every time I almost deliver on time, it feeds my belief that, see, Overbury, you're not good enough. See, Overbury, you got to try harder. See, Overbury, there's more for you to learn. See, Overbury, there's more, there's more, there's more, there's more. Which feeds the story and the anxiety and all of that stuff that kind of fills my gas tank with the wrong kind of gas. So, I just let you in on my big thing that I do, and it's not that unconscious. The unconscious part is in the moment when I make a commitment. Truthfully, I go unconscious. Now my job is to slow down, recognize that unconscious state, check in. Can I deliver on this date? Beyond all good intentions, can I deliver on this date? Because is that a price? Is that the price of not being good enough? Something I want to pay. What's dogging your trail? Feast on that this Friday morning. What's dogging your trail that's subtle but holding you back? Has the best of intentions but still holds you back. I'm Tinao from Tinao Life. This is my Feast Friday. Off the cuff, live with the pup. See you later. Keep tuning in. Ciao.